Today I'm going to talk about something that's a little off topic, but still connected to a lesson in medical sales. And for all you sports fans out there, and I think even if you're not a sports fan, there's very few people that don't know what happened in last week's NFL draft with Shedeur Sanders. You know, Shedeur, great college quarterback, you know, whether he should have been the first, the second, or third quarterback taken in the first round, second round, that's not the point of this. The point was, in my opinion, why he failed and dropped so far in the draft were for two main reasons. You know, there's a story in the Giants organization that he was giving a playbook to prepare before the interview, and they had errors in that playbook purposefully to test people to see if they noticed the errors and how they would react to that. And when he got into the interview, he never prepared, you know, he never prepped, never read the according to them, he never read the playbook. So he got tested in the interview, and he really, you know, started to get flustered. And then the interview turned into a complete disaster, and a lot of the individuals in the Giants organization, you know, just had a bad taste in their mouth and didn't want Shedeur. Then other organizations, he was coming in there and telling him what he's going to do, and everything was about him. You know, he's going to change the organization. And you see him in press conferences saying, if you don't want your organization to change, then don't pick me. You know, I'm here to change your organization, you know, and that's another red flag for teams. So the two key takeaways are preparation. You know, number one, every interview you guys go into, you have to prepare, you know, like it is everything that you're going against. You have to realize you're going against all these other candidates that are great candidates. You know, so you have to assume they have more experience than you, that they technically are better on paper than you are. So you have to do everything to prep to stand out in that interview. So do everything. Reach out to different team members in that organization. You know, do all the research on the company, on the culture, you know, on that hiring manager. Have conversations. Do the research on the territory and see the status it's in. Know the players in that territory. Who are the key hospitals and physicians, you know, and come up with a game plan, you know, that can make an immediate impact in that area. So that is the way to stand out in the interview process. And number two, where Shedeur failed, is you want to be a fit for that organization. He was saying how they're going to be a fit for him. It's not about that. It's bigger than one person. So you have to go in there and know their company culture, you know what they're all about, and then tell them how you're going to be a fit for that organization to make them, to make them better. So learn from, I know it's a crazy analogy because we're talking about football and drafting and athletes, but there are those two key takeaways. It's prepare for your interviews, you know, and make sure that you do your research so you know you're a good fit for that organization.